Hello.
Ah, hello.
Hi, is that Damien? Yeah.
Yes, my name is Damien, and that means that you must be Libby.
Yes, yes. Damien the
Very
artist. That's what I've got you saved up.
nice. Very nice. And you are a teacher, aren't you?
I am, yes. Yeah.
And it's geography.
Yes. Very exciting, I know. It's really nice to put a face to the name.
Yes, it's lovely to do that. We've been texting for quite a little while, but it's much nicer to actually see your face and
Yeah,
have a
sorry.
proper
I've been
chat.
so busy. I've been meaning to organise a call. But yeah, it's been nice to be chatting, but it's nice to properly sort of talk in person, as much as we can.
It's very difficult these days, but we're making the best of it, and that's always what
Yeah.
matters.
Believe it or not, this is my first date on a dating app.
Oh, really?
Yeah, my friend Ed has recently been setting me up with some of his friends, which has been fine. They've obviously, well, I'm here, so they haven't gone to plan, but it could be worse. But I thought I'll take matters into my own hands and I'll give it a go on a dating app. It seems to be going, you seem like a normal guy.
Well, I wouldn't quite use the word normal. Just make sure you don't look me up or anything online. You might find some bad stuff about me. Who knows?
Got an interesting past, do you?
Oh yes. Too many things to mention. Too many
Right.
things.
Okay, well, you sound very interesting then. Should we do like quick fire questions to get to know each other a bit better?
Sure, why not? That sounds like fun. Sounds like fun.
Okay. Okay. Start off basic. What's your favorite color?
Well, you weren't joking when you said basic, did you?
Okay.
I'll admit it's not exactly the first question I think to spark some thoughtful discussion, or just. But I
Well,
suppose that's not
actually,
quite full.
I disagree because I think that someone's favorite color actually says a lot about them. I mean, me personally, it depends on my mood, you know. So I do like a purple, like a mauve, a gentle mauve. I think it sort of suits my very calming side, but also people who describe me as quite a yellow person. But then again, it depends on my mood. Like I said, in the summer, I like a pastel. And I do like a nice brown, a sage green. Honestly, I think I'm just quite a colourful person. I'm not really. Yeah, maybe my favourite colour would be rainbow. Actually, that's not a real colour, is it? But you know what I mean. Sort of like I like them all, and I think I wear most of them.
Well, you see, for me, my favorite colors, they're not quite so bright and colorful. For me, I like more darker colors, things that are a little bit more muted, more subtle perhaps.
Mm.
And for me, I really do like I suppose, a dark crimson or a maroon. Because to me, those sorts of colors are just, well, they invoke quite a sense of thoughtfulness. And for me, also just make me feel and seem a little bit more in control, which I always think that's an important thing. And also, I use the color quite a lot with my work. I see it all with my work and whatever I do. There's quite a lot of crimson because I like the color a lot. So I don't mind too much seeing it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, great. That was very in depth. Considering you didn't like the question, that was a very thoughtful answer. Yeah, interesting.
Well, I'll be damned if I don't give a thoughtful answer or one that has at
Mm,
least a lot of meat to it.
yes, that is one way of saying that. Yeah. Hmm. So, do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do have one sibling. I have a brother. He was the favorite of the parents. He just was, despite being so consistently annoying and so incredibly infuriating. Well, I'm sure you can know how what a little brother could be like. You just wanted to strangle him sometimes. He was an absolute pain, and he always got in my way with all my work and just general home life. He just
Yeah.
infuriated me. But
Yeah, sorry, you keep saying was.
well, yeah, it's because a few years ago he disappeared, and I haven't spoken to him since. Um,
Um,
I don't know where he is, but well, at least he's not being annoying to me anymore. Yeah, well, yes.
what about your parents?
Uh, Unfortunately, it's a sort of similar story for my parents. Uh,
Oh,
when I was younger, in my teenage years, actually, it was only a few months after my brother went missing. My parents were involved in an accident involving a car and a tree. Uh, the police obviously thought it was an accident, that a tree fell down and just hit them by short chance, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it was not an accident. I was there. I remember it perfectly happening,
um, uh,
but the police never worked out who did it. So,
um, and my dad's dead as well. Um, a bit less exciting. He died of leukemia. I was 17. Um, yeah, not quite as dramatic as your dad's death. Not that we can really compare.
no, but if we
But
had to compare, I would say that my father's death was a little bit more spectacular.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Sorry, it's just I have a dark humor sometimes, and I use it to help cope with
Yeah,
some
I can
traumatic
tell.
events that happened in my past.
Mm. Um, yeah, wow. Well, I mean, I've been watching a lot of TV over lockdown. Have you been watching anything?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't quite paying attention.
TV shows over lockdown. I've been watching, rewatching a lot of Gilmore Girls because it was like so it's like a comfort show for me. It's one of those shows that you know so well that you just keep watching and rewatching, and you can quote it word for word. But it's just very comforting. I've been rewatching old series of Love Island, which I know you're going to judge me for, but it is highly entertaining. Mainly because it makes me feel very clever. And it does make me feel somewhat accomplished in my life that I don't feel the need to go in a show like that to make money. Gonna be honest, all of them are so much richer than me. But you know what? I like to think I at least have my dignity. You know, what about you? What do you watch?
Well, I must confess, I don't watch too much television these days. Occasionally, I'll watch a police drama because I think those are exciting. But my favorite must be the documentaries about the serial killers or the murderers or the unsolved murders, that sort of thing. I find those truly fascinating. There was one particular episode I saw the other day. It was of a murder in the woods, an unsolved one. You might have seen it. It was a very good watch, and it was quite an interesting murder. Very well done, it seems. So if you haven't seen it, you must definitely see that. Must watch. But what happened in this murder? Well, essentially, it just made the police seem absolutely incompetent. And it made the murderer seem oh so very, very clever. Very intelligent work. See, the police were unable to find any sort of evidence that there was ever a person that murdered. No evidence at all. There was no gunpowder residue. There was no bullet. There were no footprints, no CCTV. There was nothing. It was as if the murderer was a ghost. And it was a very, very enthralling and exciting episode. And it was very, very great, very exciting to see my work on television.
So you work in documentaries then?
Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I don't always work in documentaries. It's not always that sometimes I'm contributing to a documentary television program. Sometimes it's less known, but I work with people a lot on similar projects. They pay me some money, and I will. Well, how do I put this nicely? Well, I can be the sort of person that can make the problems caused by other people go away. Usually it's not because I deal with the problem. Usually it's because I deal with the person causing the problem. Just like my brother, just like my parents.
I have to go. I have a meeting. Yeah, I have to go right now. I have a meeting, and also a chicken in the oven. It's burning. I hear it beeping. Beep. I'm gonna have to go. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Ah. Well, that's a shame. She seemed rather nice.
Hey, honey. What's up?
So, right. So I was trying this dating app, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out. You might, you're gonna think I'm a bit crazy. I know I watch a lot of true crime.
Yeah.
But I think this man was a serial killer.
Fuck off.
No, I'm not joking.
Seriously?
No,
Why?
genuinely. Like, again, I know I'm very dramatic, but so he just gave he would never tell me what like his job really was.
Right.
But he called himself an artist.
Right.
So I thought, love a bit of crochet. I love art. Wonderful. Creative souls.
Yeah.
He was very evasive about it. And
Right.
I asked him what his favourite colour was, right? We were doing this sort of quick fire questions. I know, I'm very original.
Mm.
And he said that his favourite colour was like a dark red, but like a blood red.
Like a specific
Right.
blood red?
Yeah, and like that might not seem that strange, but the way this man described it, oh my God, it was terrifying. I've never heard someone speak so passionately about a colour before. It just made me feel very, very unnerved. So I thought, I'm just going to leave, because I saw myself on the front of the new Netflix serial killer documentary, and I wasn't vibing with it. So I thought I'd just leave.
Well, I mean, this is what happens when you don't use my excellent list of singletons and instead use some sort of dating app.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to start trusting you now.
I
think I'm going to stick to your list.
The rest of them have all gone so well, haven't they?
Yeah, but if I do get murdered, please make sure they use a lovely mugshot of me in the news.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm using that one of that night out in London. How
dare you? Right, I've got to go, but I'll speak to you soon, yeah?
All right, lots of love.
Okay.
Try not
See
to
ya.
die. See you soon. Okay, bye, honey.
Bye.